and I have talked about this before. I've been going to Mexico since I'm 21 years old. We really can't have a discussion about Mexico or Mexican tourism today without addressing the elephant in the room for me, about the drug wars, the cartels, the violence that we see in the media, the numbers themselves. I'm sure you've seen them more than I do. More than 34,000 people murdered. It makes life difficult from an image perspective, to say the least. Can you give us an update on what's going on there?
In that particular matter, the point is we are working pretty hard. We are prosecuting the criminals, facing them, taking them really hard. Second, we are reinforcing institutions in the sense that we are building local police force, federal police force, making better justice programs, rebuilding general offices and so on, and particularly working in social terrorism. But let me tell you here that beyond that, we are advancing and building new institutional framework for Mexico. But in particular, let me tell you that with these news related with Mexico, the crime itself, serious crime, not affecting tourists, international visitors to Mexico.
And yet, the worst four-letter word that starts with F in global travel is fear. People are afraid.
Yeah, but let me tell you that we received last year more than 23 million international visitors to Mexico. And you can count on your fingers the cases related to international visitors. Actually, the rate of affected was 0 or 0.0001. Even, for instance, visitors traveling to Mexico in cruise ships, more than 16, and we have one single incident. It was solved in a very good way. So we are working really hard. The violence or the crime is not affecting tourists, and actually they are very, very kind.
In fact, I believe Calderon is probably the most called upon port in the world right now. Cruise ships.
Yes, actually, Cozumel is the most visited port in the world for cruise ships. And I can understand that because a lot of people like to go to the Caribbean Sea, for instance. We have the best part of the Caribbean Sea. Probably people looking for an island in the Caribbean Sea. We have our own island, which is Cozumel, larger than several of them, larger than Barbados and Aruba, St. Vincent and others. So, and actually not only tourists, myself, my family used to go to Cozumel, marvelous.
And yet you're affected in a very direct way by State Department warnings, State Department advisements, and it paints the picture, if you will, and I'm sure you know this, that all of Mexico is affected by it.
Yes, and that's a mistake. Let me tell you that if you consider the figures about that, you consider the rate of homicides per 100,000 people. Mexico, yes, no problem. 16, 17 homicides per 100,000 people. But that rate is lower than the rate of homicides in Washington, D.C., or Pittsburgh, or Atlanta, or New Orleans. Actually, Quintana Roo, for instance, has the lowest rate of homicides per 100,000 people than any other place in the Caribbean Sea, including Puerto Rico. So that have a serious problem with perception. And yes, we have some sites in Mexico, some cities, for instance, some spots on the border. However, the rest of the country is really a very beautiful place. Let me tell you, Yucatan has less than 2 homicides per 100,000 people. And it's almost the same rate that several cities or places in the world. And of course, really low than any other city or any other place, region in Latin America, and even low several cities here in the States.
It's also a situation of size. In the interest of full disclosure, earlier this year, the President of Mexico was my host, as we literally crisscrossed the country over a period of 5 or 6 days. And one of the things that you impressed upon me is the actual distances involved. That the distance between Tijuana and, we just talked about Cozumel, is the distance between what?
Well, it could be, for instance, if you fly from Tijuana to Cozumel, it would take more time to fly than flying from Madrid to Moscow, for instance. even is equivalent to fly coast to coast in the United States, shorter, but it's a very big country, very diverse. We have desert like here, but also we have rainforest, we have 10,000 kilometers of coast, most beautiful beaches in the world, I can say that. And for tourists, whatever you want, for instance, are you looking for beaches? We have the best. Are you looking for archaeological sites? We have the best in America. Teotihuacan, Chichen Itza, one of the top 10 marbles in the world. You're looking for rainforests? We have it. You are looking for colonial cities? We have it. So we have everything. The only thing we have now is snow, and I cannot fix right now that, but...
Although when you were there with me, it did snow in Chihuahua.
Oh yes, yes it is. Yes,
when we were doing it.
Yeah, you're right. I need to fix that.